Yeah, share screen.
Yep.
Share.
Hi everyone. Okay,
I
so no worries na go live ko. Yeah. Hi everyone. So I am giving you a crypto market update after a very long time. So there has been a lot of news that happened in the crypto markets. You've seen the Three Arrow Capital, you've got BlockFi getting eaten up. The hedge fund Three Arrow Capitals was being forced to liquidate after their massive destruction, or their massive fund getting destroyed from the Terra crash or the Terra Luna crash, no? So that was and then you have this company Celsius Network stopping withdrawals, filing bankruptcies. There's another company that also is filing a bankruptcy and bankruptcy protection. Now, with all those bad news happening in the crypto world, you might think, why is it still trading Bitcoin 20,000? Why is Ethereum still trading at 1,000? Diba? That's a lot of negatives that happened within a series of a few days, a few weeks, that hasn't been priced in. You might argue that, no? So let's take a look. So far, BTC USD has been just steadily trading here, sleeping within June, the month of June, between a low of 18,000 and a high of 21,000. Let's take a look that on a monthly basis. So you're seeing that there is that sense of buyers, and we saw that in the past. Dati dito sa 35,000 for the last 3 months, natulog siya, it rallies to 45. There was that trading range. It used to be at 10,000 range, no? 35 to 45 with some tails, no? May tails naman yan. Sometimes it goes below 35, naging 33, sometimes it goes 48. So there was that huge range. After that huge breakdown from 48K all the way now to 20,000, I think that what the market is doing today for Bitcoin is just consolidating. So a lot of people still want a full blown drop all the way here to about either 12K or 8K, no? So that full blown drop can happen. I wouldn't say that it is impossible for that to happen. All you have to do is break 18,000 and you can spur panic to go happen towards 13 or 6,000, diba? That could happen. So because there is still a lot of uncertainty, I would be cautious with the last few days of Bitcoin just steadily sleeping here. Those who are bullish at 20,000 have to remind themselves that if this breaks at about 19,000 or 18,000, you better make sure that you have a sell area. No? Parang yung mga bumili dito sa 30,000, I'm pretty sure they exited naman when it broke 30,000. Because if this breaks at the 19,000 area for Bitcoin, I do see a potential downside move towards 16 or even 12. So sometimes that could be the last leg down, as others are also predicting a further swoon in the markets either by November or September or August. So possible yan. What looks to be the likely scenario is that Bitcoin is just waiting for the Nasdaq, because so far what we've seen is that Bitcoin is following the Nasdaq 100, pretty 100% correlation so far. So you're seeing the Nasdaq today just sleeping, no, for the entire month of June from about 11,000 to 12,400, natutulog rin siya. But if this Nasdaq, which is going to report numbers, no, may reporting na yan by July 18, 20, a lot of the big fangs are coming out. Tesla's coming out July 20. If they fail, that would mean that your Nasdaq here about 12.3 is stoppish. So that was a traditional bear market rally. And when your Nasdaq breaks this 11,000, I wouldn't be surprised that Bitcoin also drops, and risk of sentiment will mean that Nasdaq goes all the way to 9,000. And 9,000 is just the support here at about April 2020. It could fall further. Some would argue maybe it should fall 8,000 or 7,000, just like the pandemic. Whatever happens, no, whatever transpires, whether we break down all the way, like a traditional bear market scenario of about a 50% drop from the peak, I would say that since this is a potential worst case scenario, as traders, you have to be on the preparation of this downside, no matter if you are thinking na maybe this probability is just 5%. Whether it's a high probability or a low probability, the question is, are you prepared? So, to be prepared for this scenario, you either have to sell on the breakdown here at about 11,200, that would be a sell off there, or you start trimming exposures as we go up Nasdaq 12-2, so that sell there, sell high, and sell low before it goes lower. So ako, I traditionally will wait for the sell high and see a breakdown because I'd rather sell high, diba? Sell high, sell higher, knowing that there is a downtrend anyway. So there's nothing wrong. You try to pick tops, diba? 12-2, 13,000. Some people would say don't pick tops. Well, we are in a bear market. Picking tops in a bear market is fine. Picking bottoms is the not good thing in a bear market. Baliktad lang. In bull market, don't pick tops. In a bear market, don't pick bottoms. So when we say in a bear market, don't pick bottoms, that means that we cannot assure ourselves that Bitcoin dollar here at 20,000 is the support. It could actually become lower. So the downtrend is still intact. We haven't seen any spate of good news. So unfortunately, this might consolidate, and yet fall further. So a warning to anyone who thinks that Bitcoin is supposed to rebound. The fact that it only rebounded towards 21,000, 22,000 seems that there's a lack of buyers. So the lack of buyers here will tell us na the equilibrium point is to fall further. So continuation like this, diba? May to June, could be the same here, June to July, and then the breakdown happens on August or September. So be careful. Of course, we're not just saying na breakdown lang na breakdown. Of course, it can break out. But then again, I think any breakouts would be false because this is a downtrend. Eh. A breakout towards 25,000 is just another short idea. So yun, I'm more of shorting rallies. And for Bitcoin, seeing that there is still lack of buyers, that means that Ethereum, no matter if they are going to the proof of stake already from proof of work, means that any rallies of Ethereum 1.2 to 1.4 is still considered a primary bearish trend. So bearish pa rin, where could be the downside move of Ethereum all the way to 800 or 500 or 400? So hard to say. We don't want to pick bottoms. As I said, in a bear market, it is futile to pick bottoms. It is easier to call tops in a bear market. The tops are these levels, 1.4 and 1.8, no? So you've got all these resistances out here for Ethereum. Just be careful. Solana has been on fire recently. Yes, there's a lot of those Solana phones and a lot of the NFT projects in Magic Eden sort of doing well naman. But at the same time, you see Solana here just trading between 27 to 40. Solana is also down 80%, even worse than Bitcoin and Ethereum, which suggests that it is still an early project. It is still early stage, which means that in a bear market, ito, hindi pa to bottom. A rally towards 40 can go all the way to 20 or 15. So ingat lang. Those who believe that this is already the bottom in Solana have to be careful of history. You don't bottom out unless the entire market bottoms out. And we still haven't seen that. We're still in a bear market rally here. And unfortunately, Solana is not a strong exchange. The strongest we can see is Binance. And Binance is also just trading 50% below its peak, no? Its peak is 680 and then 236, more than 50% down, but it is trading better than the other counterparts, no? Why did I say it's down 50% so far for the year? Kasi 2022. So from about 400 to about 200, it's down 50% for the year, but it's down bigger from its peak. So most of the stocks naman and crypto peaked at about November 2021. So Binance has been tracking actually just the same move as Bitcoin. So the only way perhaps for Binance to fall to about 100 or 50s is really if Bitcoin drops from current 22,000, 24,000 to about 12,000, another halving. So either way, if it does halve, then you have to prepare cash. Right now, the strongest is still the dollar. So the dollar has been going extreme, no? Extreme siya. Your dollar is now trading at 106. This means that all currencies and all commodities are going down. Since Bitcoin is treated as a currency against the dollar, now you're seeing na, okay, talo ng konti si Bitcoin against the dollar in the short term. And that could continue if we can see that the dollar can continue another 5% spike. That is gonna spell, well, nasty things. A 5% spike means that your dollar peso is gonna hit 60 pesos within the next year. Whether it happens in the next 6 months or 12 months, the trend is still your friend. So that means that the trend of a strong dollar is still happening. And a strong dollar is negative for gold, a strong dollar is negative for Bitcoin, a strong dollar is negative for your Ethereum, Solana, and all of those cryptocurrencies. So just a short note about that. What will we do? Hi, chicken adobo. What's chicken adobo for? I'm not quite aware. Um, yeah, so there is a lot of negative. In some ways, I think that the cryptocurrencies are in a one to three. I mean, everyone is saying that crypto is in a winter, and there's no signs of that winter ending. But the beautiful thing is that you have to check out the Web3 platforms and the Web3 companies, like these games that continue to get traction. I believe that there are companies that are getting traction in some NFTs that are still happily getting buyers despite all these Ethereum drops. Um, we will need to read more into the news, but that radar showed na actually there's a weird NFT collection like Wagdai, We're All Gonna Die, that I think is doing well so far. But yun, I'd say that this crypto winter, even if just you're looking at in the major indicators like with Bitcoin and Ethereum, you're in a place where everyone's waiting for the next shoe to drop. Whether that takes place or it doesn't, it's good to just be cautious still. Cautious. All these Bitcoin miners obviously are suffering. You've got a lot of Bitcoin miners down a lot. Let me show to you the movements. Bitfarms, Riot, Blockchain, new lows after new lows. No support seen. Bitfarms from 9 or 10 to about $1. You've got hot mining trades from about 16 all the way to $1.38. So it's down more than 90% from its peak. You've got Riot, blockchain. So I think most of the majority of these Bitcoin miners have dropped massively already, but it doesn't mean that they cannot fall further. No, from $80 to $4, of course, it can go to $1. Diba? Marathon, all of these Bitcoin miners dropped massively from 84 to 5. So so I wouldn't be too soon to say, no. MicroStrategy had some supports here at 130, but it could be sold here at about 230s. We can see a lot of resistance here at 230s for it to go further down to new lows, breaking $100 within a few weeks or a few months. The downtrends are very much in place. You're seeing this is true for all metaverse coins, no? So let's take a look. Sandbox, Mana, ayan, $8 to 80 cents after a 90% drop, tried to rally, but still low. You've got Mana, ayan na, 90% drops, 550 to 90 cents. So not yet 55 cents, but it could. So marami pa rin altcoins dropping. Pancake swap, let's take a look at that. From about 20s, from the highs of 30s, even as high as 45 here, all the way to $3. Wala pa rin. I wouldn't say that there is any buyer. So for now, it makes more it pays more attention to just read on news for crypto, not to trade, not to invest, but really to just go and look at it and see how things develop over time. Reading news will help you because at the very least you are aware, oh, itong mga collections na to are doing well, or some of these NFT artists. Actually, for instance, Coke and Nike are using NFTs, no, for their metaverse. So there are actually brands using NFTs for advertising. Those are the green shoots. But since that is such a niche, I would say it takes time. So Meta is saying it might take 5 years, 7 years. They're integrating NFTs for Instagram for profile pics, for your identity authentication. So there, I think there is a lot of use cases, but all the excess speculation is gone. And it's actually good for the builders because for the next 2 to 3 years, if you have built a game, whether it's the Blancos, Mythical Games, or some of these sandbox that would eventually have some very precious land, those might be interesting things to look at. So I would say just continue to read up on crypto. No need to actually invest. No need to trade it. There, or if you will trade, you will probably be on the short side on rallies. Yeah, but no rush. I don't see a rush to enter the markets anytime soon. Okay, that's it. Bye bye, and see you again next week for any crypto market updates. Bye bye.